Is Corey Holcomb having a change of heart? We got to break this down. Let's get into it.
To Terrence Howard, Will Smith, Kanye West. It was one more we forgetting.
Will Smith, Kanye West, Terrence Howard, and
we'll just start with
anybody.
We'll start with them three. Or any man who feels like I have been out of pocket with you. Let's talk about it on the 5150 show. Because I know Kanye has shown me love, and I've said things about Kanye when I was very disappointed at some of the things he did. But I will say this about Kanye. I am impressed and in awe of the courage he has to say some of the things he says.
Right.
Now, some of this shit, I'll be like, oh, boy, you wild. I am impressed and awe at some of the things he has to say, because some of the things he has to say are on point. In fact...
Well, the thing about
Joe
kids.
Budden was the other one.
Yeah, Joe Budden. Yeah. That was the other one. In fact, like what was you saying, D, about some kids?
I'm saying that it's kind of sad. It is sad that even though he's out there doing what he does, he's Kanye West and all that, but he's saying that he is not allowed to see his children. I don't like that.
Old girl plugged in California.
Right.
Yeah, that's her.
You know what I mean when I say that? Do we have to go further?
Robert Kardashian.
Yeah, they plugged in California. I know they're making it hard, especially Kanye, with him being somebody who's got the Chicago roots.
I feel like
I talked to his manager, and we might surprise the nation and have Kanye on the show. Remember we burned them Yeezys?
Yeah.
There was things that happened with Kanye I was disappointed as a black man for. But what I am saying is this. With Kanye, there were things Will Smith did I was disappointed as a black man. Let me tell you something. The thing that hurt me the most about Will Smith is when that dude, August
Alsina,
when he was bragging about spending time with Will's family and didn't get slapped. That's what I was tripping on. But like I say, I know people who are very close to Will Smith, and they told me that thing with Chris Rock wasn't just something that happened that night. From what I understand, it was more to it. I'm open to talk to Will Smith. First of all, let me tell everybody out there, Will Smith a big motherfucker. And he ain't no little motherfucker. I'm talking about he ain't scrawny.
So I just want to know, like, do y'all think that these guys, him having an open invitation, that these guys should take it up on themselves to discuss these issues? Or do you feel like them guys look at Corey Holcomb as he's not relevant enough or on their level to have those conversations? Leave it in the comment section. Let's get back into it.
Will Smith ain't no joke. Will Smith be in the gym. You get what I'm saying? Will Smith was a real action star. You saw when he was running in the first, what was the first movie? With him and Martin? What did they shit? They franchise they got
Boys,
together. The Bad Boys.
Bad Boys.
Yeah.
Will Smith ain't no joke. Even though I have said things about Will Smith and I got fired up. I was so mad that certain things went. But I believe Will Smith is an intellectual enough where we can have a conversation about it, and it might be time for us to have a conversation about it, because here's the truth. I'm not at war with Will Smith, even though mentally I was so frustrated at one time I said something. I'm not at war with Kanye, even though mentally I was so frustrated mentally at times when he said Donald Trump was my father and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It got under my skin, but I'm not at war with these brothers. Joe Budden, I'm not at war with Joe Budden. I just believe Joe Budden is living a life where, unfortunately, he has to hide a part of his sexuality, and I believe that can make you bitter. Terrence Howard, I have nothing against Terrence Howard. I don't know Terrence Howard like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Who is that in the other part? That's Kanye, Will,
Drake,
and who else?
Drake.
God damn, why y'all show that picture? Will, you got to explain that picture if I see you in person. No, I'm fucking with you.
Old.
Listen, this is what you got to understand. These are still our brothers. I'm talking about, just think about that. Remember, Corey's a little older. I'm wise enough to know Will Smith, Joe Buddens, Kanye, Terrence Howard, we are all still brothers. And I give you credit for that. I hope you give me credit for that, because when I'm in your face, I'm not going to talk disrespectfully to you, and we might be able to come to a conclusion where the people can see solidarity amongst the brothers.
So I want to give my thoughts on this, and I speak in fair use for criticism or critiquing or educational purposes. My first question is do you guys think that Corey Holcomb is growing up or trying to have a change of heart, or maybe getting into to a different lane? Like, what would make him want to have an open discussion with any of them with what he has said about them on his platform? Leave it in the comment section, man. Do y'all think this is a genuine move, or is it just something where he can see if he can get these guys on the platform, because they are pretty big? I know he said Will Smith is big mentally, body-wise, but I know as far as celebrity-wise, all those guys are on different levels. And I'm just wondering, is Corey trying to expand his horizons, or is he really coming from an angle of trying to right some of the wrongs of things that he said? I don't know. Leave it in the comment section and let's talk about it. I'll respond to every comment. You got my word on that. It's your boy Kaotic One. This right here is the KMHP TV YouTube channel, home of them reactions, short documentaries, music videos, anything that has to do with the entertainment field. That's music, movies, gossip, whatever, the good, the bad, the ugly. You're going to hear it and see it right here on this channel. Until the next video, I'll holler. Peace.